Greetings, friends, and welcome to Enigma Night Gaming. My name is Liara, and I will be your guide in today's adventure. Today, we're playing Cube Escape Harvey's Box, and in today's episode, we are stuck in a box. That's right, a literal box. What are we? Why are we in a box? I have no idea, but our goal is to escape. So, without further ado, let's hop into the game. 1969. Where am I going? Why is there a fish here? I've got duct tape. Okay. There's a spoon. Do we use the spoon on the egg? Do we put the duct tape here? Okay, we do. There's another duct tape. Oh. Are we pulling... Is this like a dragon fruit? We got to get all the little horns out, maybe? I don't think there's any more we can click out. Maybe there's a specific pattern we got to do. Or maybe we got to use the spoon on it. No, I don't know. We'll probably have to figure it out. There's a safety pin. Why are we in a little box? Moving to Rusty Lake, mental health and fishing? Okay. Oh, we have a note. That's going to be from the little pieces of paper we're collecting. Locked. Can we use the safety pin? No. We got a match. Why are we so tiny? Do we, live in a box now? Is this our home? Do I want to open that? It's stuck. Okay. Well, anyways, it's stuck. We got dominoes here. Okay. Gotta have a 6 there. Okay. Let's see what pieces we got then. We'll play a little game of dominoes. It'll be fun. We have no 2 that would match to it. Oh, well, we do have 1 2. We could do this. Do we have a vertical too? Okay. But then there's no other 2s to match to this one, so I don't think this is the right 6. What other 6s do we have? We only have this one. So it has to be that one. For 1s, we have these pieces. Okay. Let's have this one. Oh, but that one doesn't matter because it's on the wrong side. This is the only one that could go here. There's only one option that can go there. Okay. We're making progress with they have to be's. Okay. So ones that could be 4 on the side. There are 2 options. I feel like we have to do this one. And then that one. Because otherwise we'd get stuck with that, right? Maybe. Oh, that means that this 4 is going to have to be in a corner somewhere. Right? No? It could be at an intersection. Like it could be at this intersection. Possibly. We had another 4. Okay, so there's a lot of 4s. As far as 6s... We have no 6s that can intersect with this. So that piece cannot be that. So I was mistaken about that. There's no other piece that could be a 4 though, except for this. So then this has to be this piece, which makes sense because those are the only other 6s. 2. That's clearly, obviously, an answer, and it's the only one that fits. And we already have pieces that work here. Although this one, it could be this piece right here. I don't know that one yet. We do have this as a 5 option, though. And we would not have a 1 option, so this piece can't be that. It has to go here. And then we don't have a 1 piece here, though, is the problem. So maybe that's not it. What a conundrum. Unless, oh wait, I bet this is it. 1. Didn't I just say I don't have a 1 piece, but I do? It's this one, right? But how would we match this? That I don't know. So as far as having a 6 here, there is only 2 options, right? There's no other pieces that has 6 on the right side. If we did this piece here, we would have to have a 2 piece and then a vertical 2 piece. So there's 2 horizontal 2 pieces and there's a vertical 2 piece. Actually, that might work out because there's no other 2s, and that would take care of all of the 2 pieces, right? So maybe that's what we need to do, right? Now, I don't know which one of these goes where. Maybe we have that the 4 there because of all the 4 intersections that we have. Possibly. There's an awful lot of 4 intersections here. We'll just have to see. Because if we did 4 here, we could do 4 there. Do we have another 4? We do. We need something here with a 5 and a 1. Okay. And then we could do 1 and 4. That's not really going to help us. At least not there. We could do 5 and 3. Do we have 3 and 6? We do not. So we can't do that. That's not necessarily the end of... Oh, wait. That doesn't even match. What? This is a 5, not a 4. So we gotta match that. And I don't think we have another 4 piece like that. So we cannot waste it. We could do this. And then that takes care of all the 4 end pieces. And we do have a 6 and a 1, so that works. 1 and a 3. 3, 5, 5, 3. There we go. Okay. Another paper. All right. Oh, pinholes. Okay. I wonder what we do with that. We should look up. We can't get out that way. Why are we so tiny? I really want to know. Okay, let's go ahead and put the pieces of paper that we have here. This is an answer. Okay. And then we have this. I assume maybe we're missing one. I don't know. I think that's probably, I think this is like a measure break, right? Possibly. So, getting a note piece of paper. So what do we have? We're going to have to memorize this for the song, right? Also, let's go ahead and do the egg. It's basically 0, 2, 2, 1 for the egg. And then this one is, so we have B, B, and then D, D, B, B, and then G sharp, A, C, or B again, sorry. D, B, A, G sharp, A, right? Okay, so that should, in theory, be the answer to 2 puzzles. So let's see. Nothing there. All right. There we go. What is in here? Oh, there's stairs in my dragon fruit, guys. Where are we going? I'm going down into infinity. What is this place? I need to get out of here? Uh-huh. Okay. All right. So we have BB, DD, BB, G sharp, ABD. Oh, oops. That should be ABD. Okay. And then BA, G sharp, A. There we go. I knew those piano lessons would come in handy one day. We got a key. Will that work for this little box? Indeed. Why is there a bloody knife in here, guys? What shenanigans have we been up to? We got a cigar and a note. Every row and column, 3 flies, 3 pupa, never 3 in a row. So can't do 3 in a row, but you can do 2 in a row. No 3 in a row. Okay. I guess that's going to be whenever we figure out how to open. There is a bird right there. Somebody here? Spoon? Do we need to stab? Oh, hello. I don't want to stab the bird. Oh, maybe we can get more music notes. Maybe? I wonder. They're going up. Let's look up. I wonder. I don't know. Are we able to play that? I don't think so. I don't know. How would we play the double notes? And like, how would you know what it is? I don't know. Would you want a spoon? I don't know. Okay, something's a little weird here. I'm not sure if it's the person with the crow head or the fish with legs. But something's definitely off. Hello, are you dancing? I definitely want to stab you. You're dancing too? What did we get? Oh, okay. So you need to be touching your nose with your arm up. Okay. And the fish, legs crossed, smoking a cigar. Sure. Why not? I got an achievement for that. Smoked fish. Because sure, that definitely makes sense. Okay. Is there something else here? I think that's it. What does the in the cup mean though? Do we do some? Oh. I see. Oh. Uh-huh. Can we fill it up with liquid? seems like no matter where we tap it, we get the same sound. So I feel like we're going to need to fill it up. Let's light this. Oh, I guess we can't. Can we light the match? Maybe we need to light it on the box. Yes. Okay. Now light the cigar. Oops. There we go. Okay. Now what? I feel like it means put something in the cup. I mean, clearly we're banging on this. I feel like we got almost all of it, but we need to like do something to, okay, we're prying that off. We'll need to do something maybe to fill it up with liquid. So we got to get 3 every row and every column. Never 3 in a row. Do we even have, oh, okay. Okay. So this has to be that. This one has to be a fly. This one has to be that. Same here. Let's see, what else? That has to be a fly. Now we're sort of getting to the area of, we can kind of guess. Well, this one has to be a fly. Every row and every column. So we could have 2 flies here. This could be a grub. But we have to have oh, it can't. These have to be flies because we have to have 3 in every column. And we already have 3 grubs. Okay, okay. We're learning. That means this has to be a grub. All right. And then this one also, which means these have to be flies. And then that's a grub. All right, we're getting this. So then this has to be a grub because otherwise you'd have 3 flies in a row. Same thing here because then you'd have 3. That also, for the same reason, has to be a grub. And then we have 2 and 2. So we'll have to keep working on that one. That has to be a fly because otherwise you'd have 3 grubs in a row. Same thing, this has to be a grub. Okay, now these 2 have to be flies because we already have 3 grubs. Okay. So fly, fly, grub. We already have, wait, this isn't right. We already have 3 flies. Something's not right. So we know this has to be a grub and this has to be a grub. And then this has to be a grub to make 3. This has to be a grub. This has to be a fly. There's 3 flies, so that has to be a grub. All right. It's possible we made an assumption before that was inaccurate. That has to be a fly, so we don't have 3 grubs in a row. This has to be a fly, and that has to be a fly, which then means that has to be a grub. Okay. This has to be a fly. Actually, these all have to be flies because we already have 3 grubs. Okay. Then what do we have? This has to be a grub so that we don't have 3 flies in a row. This has to be a grub. That has to be a fly. If this was a fly, we'd have 3 flies. So that works. 3 and 3. So far, so good. All right. What do we have next? Let's see. Are there any other assumptions we can make based on what we've got? I'm trying to see. This row has one more fly, which means one of these has to be the fly because you can't have 3 grubs in a row. So that means this has to be a grub. All right. So now we have one more fly and one more grub. There are no grubs on this row. 3 of these are grubs and 1 is a fly. Which one is the fly? Could be that one. Could be that one. I'm not sure. This one, well, actually it has to be this one because there's already 3 grubs, so these both have to be flies. Which then means these are all grubs. And then that means this has to be a fly because there's 3 grubs in this column. Now this has to be a fly because there's already 2 grubs here. And now we have 3 flies, so that has to be a grub. And then this has to be a fly. And then that's a grub. Ooh, we have like a glowfly. A firefly, nice. Another one and another one. 3 fireflies. The rest of them we don't need. Okay. Interesting. All right. Question is, what do we do with that? Not sure. Okay. So I feel like the notes this bird is singing are going to be important for the glass puzzle when we figure that out, right? Like, I feel the notes will be different when we figure out how to do them. So we'll just have to see. All right. I've got them written down. There's 4 of them. Now the question is, how do we get it to do anything? No, you still need your cigar. Go be unhealthy. Oh, wait, it's not lit now. Okay. I don't know what we do with this. Oh, wait, maybe different things make different sounds, possibly. Maybe? No? Can we cut open the top? We've got this here. Oops. The safety pin. But I don't know what we can do with that. I'm uncertain. Does that grant us anything? I don't know. I feel like we need the safety pin. Is there anything in here? Any other things we need to deal with in there? No? What do we do with the fireflies? Do we give it to the pigeon? No? Okay. So how do we make different sounds then? I am uncertain. Yeah, he doesn't have very many. Oh, her legs are crossed the wrong way, I think. I didn't realize they crossed the other way. Now they're correct. Okay, okay. Aha. Okay. So that's all the way up. Okay. That's the next one down. Okay. Okay, so it's literally just descending then, right? Yeah, she does that one. And then that one. And then that one. Yeah, it's just going down. So how can we fill it up all the way? Okay. Right? What do we do with that? Okay. Yeah. She's just going down. Oh. We got to repeat that first note. That's what it is. Okay. That's what we did wrong. Oh. There we go. Okay. What did that give us? Let's go see what the pigeon wants now. It's gone. I hear it. Oh, it's right there. We got a rope. Aha! We got a feather. I don't know what we do with it, but that gave us an achievement for a feather. Okay. What do we do with this? Do we need to safety pit? Oh, wait. Maybe we need to... Oh, wait. Yeah, maybe we need to... Aha. Okay. And then... What? I died. Well then. Interesting. I died again. Can we stab him? What happens if we have the knife ready? Stab him. Okay, so we can't do that. We got to do something else before we look up. What if we have the fireflies? It's got to have something to do with those, right? But what do we do with them? Where do we put them? Do we let them out? Do we look up in a different way? Oh, we have fireflies. Oh, we got to use all the fireflies. Aha! There we go. We did it. I think maybe there was one achievement that we missed, but that was pretty cool. Well, we did it. We escaped from the box. However, there were exactly 0 questions answered. Why were we in the box? What exactly were we? We may never know the answer to those questions, but that's okay because we have a case to check out in case 23, but that's going to be in our next episode. So if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. If you want to watch live, we're on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble, and the links are in the description. If you want to see which games we're playing each day, I post them on x.com/Liara27. And I hope you'll join me in the next one. Until then, guys, bye.